Thank you so much. Hi, everybody. My name is Ashley. I'm a mama of 3 kiddos, and like so many other people, I've tried so many different, what I call Band-Aid solutions in the past, trying to figure out ways that I could supplement my income from home, but they all seem to pull me further away from my kids. When I first heard about this, I had so many hesitations, and my main one was I thought nobody wanted to hear from me. I live in a teeny tiny town. I thought there's no way I could be successful in the online space. I'm not perfectly put together. I don't have a beautifully aesthetic office. I usually have peanut butter on my shirt, or my 1, 2, or all 3 of my kids climbing on me, making noise. We've got the noise, the toys, and the chaos, all right? I didn't think I could do it with that life. But my last straw was after I had my baby number 3, I had a lot of anxiety that came with it, and it made it really hard for me to go back to work. I had spent 15 years in healthcare, and we were still living paycheck to paycheck. It still wasn't enough. When my baby was born, my last baby, the last straw for me was I needed to ask for money to cover a procedure that my son needed done that insurance didn't cover. That was the worst feeling as a parent, feeling like I couldn't provide for my kids, and I said, never again. I don't know what it's going to take, but I have to do something. I will provide for my kids. I am what those little people depend on, and I knew I was going to find something. So I had all these hesitations, I had all these fears, but I thought, well, what if I fail? You know what? My worst case scenario, if I fail, was I go get a 9-to-5 job. I go back to punching the clock for somebody else. My worst case scenario is the norm for so many people. And I know that I would run into a burning building for my children. Why would I not give myself the grace to learn a new skill that could potentially change our life? Like I said, I've been in healthcare for 15 years, and I have such vivid memories of sitting in the break room at work crying because the sitters were texting me and saying, your daughter's been crying for an hour. She just really misses you. And there was nothing I could do about it. I was stuck at work. Or having to sneak out of my house while my kids were still sleeping and not even get to kiss them good morning. I was lucky if I maybe got 20 minutes a day with my kids before they went to bed again. I didn't want to pry them off of me at the sitters anymore. I have memories of sneaking into a closet at work and peeling my N95 mask off and my fogged up goggles off to call my kids on Christmas morning on FaceTime, because my oldest daughter is 5 years old, and the first 4 Christmases of her life, I wasn't there. So my husband and I, we live out in the country, and there was a lot of times that he'd be coming home from work and I'd be headed to work. We'd pull over on the side of the road and give each other a hug and a kiss because we hadn't seen each other all day. I was picking up an extra night shift just to try and make ends meet, and it still wasn't happening. When I started this, my goal was an extra $600 a month. An extra $600 a month was going to pay my car payment, and it was going to pay my daughter's school tuition. I know exactly what that was going to do. You guys, I have to tell you, in the last 90 days, I've paid off $20,000 worth of debt. I've booked a vacation for my family next week. Me, my husband, our 3 kids, my mom, my dad, my 5 siblings, one of their significant others, and that's something I never would have got to do before. I opened a retirement fund for myself last week. I got to have my first Christmas with my kids in December. My first Christmas morning. I quit my job 2 months after I started this. I got to see baby number 3. He just turned 1 this last week. I got to see his first steps. I get to see my daughter off every single morning for preschool. I get to make breakfast with them. I put some hope back into my marriage because my husband and I literally never saw each other. We were so stressed. We were always snapping at each other. We get to go on dates again. So my goal with this is to show you, this is what I've become so passionate about, is to show you that you can be present and provide. You don't have to pick and choose anymore. And that's something that I wish I could go back in time and grab myself and shake myself and say, Ashley, there is a way. But obviously, since I can't do that, those are the people that I want to show. I want to give you that hope and that belief. Y'all have already done the hard part. You're sitting here and you're watching this and you're believing in this, right? This system works. You're seeing all of the proof. You just have to believe in yourself. And we have a community full of 14,000 people that are going to pour into you and share that support and just continue to guide you and mentor you and coach you. And if you are looking to get inspired, these people in this community are the people that you want to get inspired by. I am on track. This blows my mind that a stay-at-home mom that had zero experience with this, that I am on track to hit just in 2024, on track to hit six-figure income, working 2 hours a day from my phone with the mom life, right? I do this in the school pickup line. I do this at nap time. I'm on track to hit six-figure income by July. And that's mind-blowing to me, y'all. So if I can do this, you can do this. I really believe in this system, and I believe in y'all.